Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
Hey everybody, how we doing today? Hopefully you guys are all well out there. Today's video, I wanted to go over some tips and I guess more of like a guide, I guess, for modding when it comes to 3v3, because in my opinion, when it is 3v3 season in Grand Arena, the biggest thing is mods. You can have lower gear characters and you can still win to these higher gear characters that might be relicked if you have the proper modding. And this kind of goes to show you that, like, maybe you don't have a bunch of GLs, right? Let's just kind of exclude all the GLs. Like, let's say I don't have any GLs and you just wanted to focus more on your, defensive modding and, go that route. Well, that's probably like one of the best things to do when it comes to threes, because these teams that I have mentioned beforehand, if you have the right mods, they can do you so many awesome things for either getting a nice hold, pulling a different counter, or just whatever it may be. So I think mods are by far the biggest thing here. As you compare that to fives, mods are still very important, but that's more in fives to do with different, having the third, or either the fourth and the fifth there, having two more characters, certain squads that work well, or they work well better than others. Modding is still very important, but I would say it's even more so in threes, right? So this is kind of non-GL. Like, don't even really think about GLs here. I don't even talk about them in this video. I just wanted to go over mods on some of these more key and more important teams. So, for example, the Padme team is still a very, very good and important team, but I wouldn't say they're like anything crazy with the mods. I'm thinking more of teams that are like more, I guess you could even say more defensive-based teams and the modding there. There's a couple I want to talk about for the offenses as well, but mainly this is about just modding for defenses and getting more holds. So first things first, before we go into any of that, I do want to mention in a video format that I will be starting up the new series on the channel about reviewing other people's rounds. So guys, make sure you record some of your round, if not all of it, just a couple battles maybe, and I can go over it in a video and maybe make it into a series. I will start this off, I think, with some friends that I know in my Discord and use some of their footage to kind of review and go over. You don't have to be the best player ever, but I still want to have some sort of a, of a video I want to put out there that can help you guys out. Maybe make this into a weekly series. So on the weeks where, maybe it's like a Sunday and I don't stream, maybe I have a video for that day about this. But definitely, guys, make sure that you do record some of your GACs if you guys would like to. And if you are recording it, I would hope that it's, decent quality. If it's just really bad quality and I can't review it, I'm probably not going to touch that one. So if you guys can record it in a decent quality, like 720p or above, that'd be amazing. And I think, most people have, iPhones and whatnot. You can record it that way. But anyways, that's a new series I want to get going. So if you guys would like to, last thing here, just record your stuff and send it to me in my Discord. Discord link is down below in the description. If you guys would like to, I think I'll make a separate channel for that in my server so we can post stuff there. All right, guys, so I want to talk about the mods now. This is the actual video I want to go for today. So first things first, if you guys have been watching me for a while and it comes to 3v3, there are three holy trinity 3v3 defensive teams that I love that are non-GLs. None of my defenses here are GL-based teams. So first things first is Darth Revan Trio. Again, one of my favorite trios here in the game. I'm actually going to go inside my GAC and share it with you guys because my mods are all over the place with TW. So here we go. Where even is my Darth Revan? I think it's in the front wall. Here it is. So Darth Revan. Guys, I know you guys will probably think, what the H, Ian? Why do you not have a fast Darth Revan? But listen, hear me out. This goes the same thing with the BSF. Who the heck can kill an HP modded Darth Revan with a CA arrow? I mean, not many people can, especially in that Darth Vader counter to this Darth Revan team. If you don't land a crit, you will not kill this guy. So that CA will hurt you a lot, and most people actually don't have a Darth Vader modded for very, very high crit chance. And I will go over that in the other for offenses in the modding here. But guys, having a slower Darth Revan actually throws off the Darth Vader counter, and it makes it harder to just kill as, and in general, for both 3s and 5s. This is a great way to mod him. So yeah, I would go for some crit damage, some extra health, and if you can manage a CA arrow, which I can, which is always a nice thing to have, go for CA as well. But basically, HP, HP, CA, CD, and then just, some more health added in here every so often. So great way to mod a Darth Revan, guys. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to kind of glance over Darth Malak because he always wants to be modded for that big, juicy tenacity with the CA arrow. So kind of simple here, just a tenacity and CA. One quick note here is to make him in 3s or in 5s, make him a bit faster than Darth Revan. So that way he goes and uses his torture special, which dispels buffs, and he gets his taunt with a shock. So that's a great way to mod him. And then the other one is BSF. Again, very similar to a Darth Revan. However, in this case, just mod her for more health and go for, again, a CA arrow. I don't have a 6E HP cross here, but if I did, that would be close to 90k rather health. And again, same thing with Darth Revan. You really can't kill this character if you are using a Darth Vader counter. And that's like the biggest thing. I'm really trying to force certain counters against that team and make it a bit tougher. In 3s, people cannot counter this team with gas because gas just cannot kill the BSF here. And, you can't land a lot of those crits later in the fight. So that's one big team here, guys, in the modding here. And the next one here I want to talk about is CLS. Again, my favorite trio is Darth Revan trio, CLS, Chupio, 3PO trio, and then the Bros trio. So CLS, modding him for 3s, very key to have him modded for a lot of offense still, but go for a bit more CA. If you can manage a CA arrow, again, guys, CA arrows are so huge right now in the game. I cannot express to you how important they are, but go for a CA arrow. Mine's not 6E, but if you can, get it 6E CA arrow. His Learn Control unique already gives him 50% more critical avoidance, plus some 15% from Chupio's unique. And then that, hopefully, if you have a 6E, it's like a 35% chance, or 35% more critical avoidance. So you're pretty much, if you are not in your call to action mode, you are going to have nearly 100% critical avoidance, which makes counters to this team that much more difficult. And also, in this same mode, if you are not in the call to action, you have that more tenacity. And also go for the tenacity cross here, guys. That will be around 84% plus the Chupio's unique and then plus the 100%. So you're going to be able to resist lots of debuffs, be able to survive a lot longer, and apply some more hits. This is a great way to mod this CLS in 3v3 for defenses. When it comes back to offenses in like 5s, I would not mod him this way. This is more of a niche modding for him in 3s. Great way to mod him to stop some counters. And then Chupio here, guys. This is the exact same way I would mod an OG Chewbacca for just full-on tenacity, so that way he never gets dazed, ability blocked, or stunned. And you can just kind of resist all the debuffs and just make it so he can assist more, pretty much. And he gets his big, his dispel and also his AoE. So it's a pretty simple way to mod him. Just go for a bit more protection, health, and tenacity primaries where you can, and go for some speed where you can as well. And then the last one here for this team is 3PO. Same thing here, kind of with the Chupio, and just modding him for a bunch of extra tenacity. So that way, again, he does not get dazed or stunned or ability blocked, so that way he can use his special for more assists. And, guess what? If you do get resisted with not having as much potency, guess what? It fuels more TM with CLS's lead. So this is, I would say, the optimal way to mod both of those teams right there. And then I would like to go over my third final one for defenses that I wanted to talk about for today, which is this team. So this OG Finn lead and this character, I don't really have the best way to mod him, but if you guys were to really go all out for this character, got to keep in mind that he does give out a lot more defense and offense and potency. So here with him, I would kind of go for maybe, again, a CA arrow where you can, and just adding in a lot more protection and potency so that way he can stun people and he can kind of get out more cleanses with his special Hold the Line. So pretty simple there, just a bit more potency, maybe a CA arrow and more protection. But these two are the ones I would really focus on the mods. So for this guy, it really does change up things when you have him with one of your fastest sets in 3v3, especially if you are wanting to set no GLs. I mean, this can turn a lot of people, their counters away. Like, they just can't counter this team. So 346, very gnarly of a speed. You don't have to go for this fast. I would say a very good speed is a 330 plus. Finn if you can manage it. But the other secondaries and rather primaries for mods, you want to go for a speed set, and I would like to say defense, because you get, again, more defense with the extra leadership percentage of defense with the OG Finn lead, right? So makes it just harder to kill, guys. And then, you know, go for some health here. Go for some crit chance, because you do want to land some crits where you can. The crit chance on these characters is not the highest, so this definitely will help out a lot. And then go for just some more survivability, so that way you can tank a little bit tougher or a little bit more longer in these battles. So yeah, mainly though, the main speeds you want to hit is just having him very fast for the modding. So the next one here is his buddy Poe. Again, I do like defense. I could not manage to get a defense square here, so I could not manage it, but I just really like the defense here, because with the extra added on defense from the lead, they just become very, very, very durable, guys. I just love it a lot. So pretty similar to his buddy Finn. And I would actually in this one go for even more crit chance to land some more crits, and maybe on this one go for potency, so that way you can land some more debuffs. I don't have it modded for this way, but I do like a potency cross where I can. I mean, these guys are pretty similar in the modding, but you definitely want to have the Finn being faster than the Poe, so that way you can TM swap and get the whole train going. So that's probably it for those 3 teams. I could go over a lot more, but I just really wanted to keep it simple in this video and go over my favorite modding of those 3 defense teams that always, guys, one of those teams will always get me a hold. Even if the person keeps all GLs for defense, I still, guys, I for some reason get a hold for every single GAC 3v3 round. I don't know what it is, but the modding there on those 3 teams, they just seem to help out so much. So I thought it'd be worth to share with you guys. And then I will go over, last but not least, a couple different offensive teams. So 3v3 Vader, this guy, same way you want to mod him in 5s, and I just can't emphasize how important it is to get a Vader with high crit chance. I mean, it does you wonders, guys. It's so annoying to miss out crits if you don't have high crit chance. So definitely get him high crit chance. If you guys are about those Relic 8 characters, this is one I would go for first, because of more crit chance on his mastery, or rather not mastery, but just his Relic 8, rather. That's the right wording there. But yeah, getting him high crit chance here, guys, it's going to do so amazing for you in 3s. Not missing a crit every single time. It's going to be a crit for you, even against those CA heavy teams. Going to be great, guys. So go for some more crit chance on Vader. He's so great with it. I want to talk about Thrawn for a bit. I know I don't have the right mods here, but again, tenacity sets on Thrawn in 3s especially help you in more than just one counter. So let's say, for example, they didn't set the Darth Revan counter, and they did set instead like that Bastila with JML and Watt team. Well, having a Thrawn available here is going to be really great for you. Vader's not going to be able to counter that team, unfortunately, but having a Thrawn with CLS and 3PO can counter that team. So it's actually a counter I've used beforehand, and it's very reliable. So with him, right now I just have him for more speed and health, but having him with more tenacity helps you so much, even in this Vader counter to a Darth Revan, and also in the JML counter. So having him resist debuffs on the leadership gives him more TM, so that way you can get out an early fracture, or TM swap to somebody like a Vader or a CLS to keep the train going. So tenacity mods on a Thrawn, very, very useful. You actually do not need to have him very fast with that modding, because if he's in the leadership slot, he gets TM regardless whenever he resists debuffs. So that's it for Thrawn. Very simple, and with Vader as well. Just more tenacity for Thrawn and some more crit chance with Vader. People tend to forget about modding him that way. And I think that's about it, guys. Again, there's a lot of different teams here for, 3v3 for offenses and also for defenses, but I just thought I'd share a few of these teams with you. If you guys really have any other ideas for videos about 3v3 you would like me to share, I would love to know them. I'm always down for some new ideas for videos, guys. I cannot get enough of these 3v3 videos. I like doing them. I'm not sure why I'm stuttering so much, but I think I'll end it here, guys. Again, back to the whole thing with the new series on my channel with more GAC and helping you guys out, reviewing some more GAC rounds and whatnot. Let me know if you guys would like to send me them, and always hit me up in the Discords for those things. I'll make a new channel, like I said. But that's about it for today, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a like, share it around, and if you guys have not subbed already, what are you doing? Sub to the channel. We do lots of different content, nearly daily content on the channel. But I think, yeah, that's about it for today, guys. Thanks for watching it again, and until next time, I will see you all later, guys. Peace out, and have a good one.